Alright guys, what is going on? Match reaction. Chelsea won, Arsenal won, and well, it's a lively draw. It's definitely a result Liverpool are going to be taking. Liverpool have had a very good weekend with results. Obviously, they beat Aston Villa 2-0. Man City lost, and now Chelsea and Arsenal both dropped points. So it's been a very good weekend for Liverpool. But yeah, I think a draw is a fair result in this game. I think a draw is a fair result. It was a very, very even game, to be honest. Very even. Um, and I think it's a result both teams will take, to be honest. I mean, I did think Chelsea would win this game, with the form Arsenal have been on, two defeats in a row to Newcastle and Inter Milan in the Champions League. I thought they're going to be quite low on confidence, and Chelsea, who have been playing well this season, obviously drew to Manchester United, which they didn't play well in. I thought it would bounce back Chelsea, especially at home. But Arsenal, I think Arsenal play well. Arsenal, had their strongest team out there tonight. So too did Chelsea. I think both teams had their strongest teams out. And talking about the Arsenal team first, like it's crucial they have their strongest team out because we've seen what Arsenal can do with their best team. They've nearly won the title with their best team, and now that Martin Odegaard's back, he just adds creativity. I think in the recent games Odegaard's not been in for Arsenal because he's been injured. I think teams have figured out that Saka is the only one who can create. And I think teams have just been marking Bukayo Saka out the game. And by doing that, Arsenal have struggled. But now they've got Odegaard back. They can't just mark Saka because Odegaard will find space. So it's a crucial part that Odegaard is back for this Arsenal team because he does make things click. He is the captain of the club and he's a big, big player. And, yeah, it's imperative that he stays fit now for Arsenal, to be honest, to the end of the season, and so too Saka, because if one of them gets injured, the other one will just get marked out the game, and teams, will know what to do. Chelsea, I expected a bit more from Chelsea today, to be honest. I know they just won 8-0 in the Conference League against Noah. That was always expected to happen. I did think Chelsea will play a little bit better today. They didn't play bad. Arsenal didn't play bad. Very even game, like I said at the start. I think both teams kind of cancelled each other out, to be honest. But Chelsea, being the home team, big game. This was probably one of the biggest games of Chelsea Arsenal we've had in a while, to be honest. Both teams on the same amount of points. And if you win this game, you go 3 points ahead of the other team. Obviously, we didn't get a winner, we got a draw, so they do stay on the same points. But I just thought Chelsea would go for a little bit more. And today, Chelsea actually started the first half very well. Like the opening 5-10 minutes, same too with the second half. 5-10 minutes, they were electric, Chelsea. But then they just kind of just fell off. And I don't really know what happened. Maresca clearly, asked them to start quick, but they just couldn't keep it up, to be honest, Chelsea. But let's talk about the goals. But first, let's talk about the big chances we had, because we actually had quite a few chances and moments in this game. Chelsea should have took a 1-0 lead through Gusto. I don't know how he's missed, to be honest, Gusto on the back post with the header. I mean, I think it's harder to miss than score. It's lovely play by Neto on the left wing. He just teases Ben White. Lovely little bits of skill, and he whips in a wonderful cross to the back post. And Gusto, he has to score. Martinelli, I think, maybe just puts them off a little bit, but even so, Gusto still got to score. It's a huge opportunity for Chelsea and puts it over the bar. And then Arsenal get a good chance with Martinelli. Saka takes a shot on the edge of the box. I think it deflects off, I think it's Fofana, deflects off his back, and it just falls to Martinelli. He takes a touch, tries to shoot, And Sanchez doesn't even dive. Sanchez just moves his feet. He predicts where Martinelli's going, and he manages to get his arm to it and make the save. But yeah, 2 big chances, and then Arsenal thought they took a 1-0 lead through Kai Havertz. Free kick given to Arsenal. Declan Rice takes it quick. Kai Havertz, lovely finish. But he was offside, Kai Havertz, and he shouldn't be offside. He should not be offside here, in my opinion, Kai Havertz. He's got to look at that line and get in position, because it's smart what Arsenal did. Very smart. But it just didn't pay off, because Kai Havertz was standing in an offside position where, in my opinion, he shouldn't have been standing in an offside position. But he was offside. I think it was his left foot was offside. You could clearly see it on the replay that he was off. And then we go into the second half. Arsenal do take a 1-0 lead, and Martinelli does score this time. What was I saying about Martin Odegaard? He is that creative spark. Puts in a ball. Colwell is playing Martinelli onside. Martinelli's free at the back post. I don't know where the Chelsea defence is. Manages to take it down, and he puts it past Sanchez at the near post. We always do criticise keepers for getting beat at the near post, but I don't really think Sanchez can do anything with this one. Like, it's from quite close range, and Martinelli just whips it in. To be fair, Sanchez kind of does offer him the near post, which I don't really understand. But it's a good finish by Martinelli. 1-0 to Arsenal. Chelsea needed to respond. Like I said, Chelsea started the second half the better team. I think that goal came against the run of play, if I'm being honest with you. Chelsea needed to respond. 10 minutes later, they do respond. Enzo Fernandez comes on as a substitute, and he basically instantly gets an assist. Poor defending from Arsenal. I don't know what Arsenal are doing here. Enzo Fernandez basically got it in the middle of the pitch, right? And Neto so Enzo Fernandez is here, but Neto's here. Neto just runs into that empty space. And Enzo Fernandez finds him. Martinelli not tracking back Neto. I blame Martinelli because he's got to be following Neto. He's got to track back. Neto runs into the empty space. Take nothing away from the finish by Pedro Neto. It's a wonderful finish into the bottom right-hand corner. So much power in the shot. Hard and low. No chance for David Raya. But poor goal for Arsenal to concede, because there's no one following him. There's just nobody following him. 1-1. I actually never thought Chelsea would try and push on and push for the winner, but it was actually Arsenal for the last 20 minutes who actually tried to go for the winner right at the end. Literally, right at the end. This would be the last kick of the game. You thought Arsenal had it. Odegaard gives it to Saliba, who's gone forward. He's on the left-hand side, Saliba. He puts in a low cross into the box. And Havertz has got a tap-in. He's got an absolute tap-in, Havertz. Trossard takes the ball off Havertz's foot and it goes wide. Havertz was absolutely fuming with Trossard. You could see it on the replay. He was not happy, because that was it. That was the moment for Arsenal, right at the death. And Trossard's little touch sends it away for a Chelsea goal kick. But, drama. It did have drama. It was a very entertaining game, I thought, to be honest, for a 1-1. But ultimately, it's Liverpool's weekend, isn't it, really? Pains me to say it as a United fan, but Liverpool have had a very, very good weekend. Yeah, really annoying. But guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts on the match. And please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll catch you later.